Hello folks, meet me again, Mr. Scary Exist. In this video, I'd like to tell you the true story. Don't you know that I can see them, but they can't see me? Only 1 out of 1,000 people had the experience to get in touch with me. Here is the story.
My name is Andrew Mitchell. Alone in the dimly lit living room, I sought refuge from the storm. The shadows danced on the walls as the lightning painted fleeting images of an unsettling reality. As I passed by the family room, I noticed an antique mirror that seemed to beckon to me, a relic that I had never seen before. I approached the mirror and a shiver ran down my spine. In its reflective surface, I saw not just my own reflection, but the semblance of another, an indistinct figure that seemed to move in tandem with my own movements. The rain outside intensified, casting an ominous gloom that pervaded the room. Intrigued and unsettled, I spoke to the mysterious presence. "Who are you?" I asked, half expecting no response. To my surprise, a soft voice echoed in the room, as if carried by the wind outside. "Andrew, you can call me Ezra. I've been here, waiting for someone like you." The air in the room seemed to thicken as I engaged in a peculiar dialogue with Ezra. We spoke of the storm, of the secrets hidden in the shadows, and of the elusive nature of our own existence. The more we conversed, the stronger the feeling of connection became, like an unseen thread binding us across the dimensions. As I passed by the mirror later, Ezra's voice seemed to resonate more urgently. "Andrew, join me. There's a party beyond the reflections, a celebration you wouldn't want to miss." Caught between curiosity and caution, I hesitated. "Where are you, Ezra? I can't see you." His laughter echoed in the room. "I'm where you can't see, yet where you can feel. Join the party, Andrew. It's beyond the mirror." The storm outside mirrored the tempest within me as I grappled with the strange invitation. The family room became a nexus between reality and the ethereal, a space where the boundaries of the seen and unseen blurred. I decided to accept Ezra's invitation, the anticipation of the unknown overriding the rational doubts that lingered. The mirror became a portal to another realm. The party Ezra promised unfolded, a spectral celebration where figures twirled in an eternal waltz, their movements synchronized with the ebb and flow of the storm. Night after night, I found myself drawn to the mirror. Each encounter with Ezra revealed a new facet of the mysterious entity. He spoke of forgotten memories, of dreams suspended in the realm of the untouched. The rain outside became a symphony, the thunder a percussion that underscored the enigmatic dialogue between us. One evening, as the storm reached its zenith, Ezra's tone changed. "Andrew, I need your help. There's something I can't escape. Help me find the light." The urgency in Ezra's voice struck a chord within me. Without hesitation, I agreed to aid him, even though the nature of his plight remained shrouded in ambiguity. The family room transformed into a battleground between the seen and unseen, a space where the rain outside mirrored the tumultuous emotions within. As I delved deeper into Ezra's world, I discovered the hidden corners of my own consciousness. The mirror became a conduit for shared experiences, a window into the untold stories of a realm untouched by time. The storm outside, now a constant companion, echoed the struggles and triumphs of our intertwined destinies. However, as the days passed, the unease in the house deepened. The family's return loomed on the horizon, and the family room, once a sanctuary of secrets, would soon be scrutinized. Ezra's urgency grew, his pleas for help echoing through the stormy nights. On the seventh day, as the rain subsided, Ezra spoke with a solemnity that sent shivers down my spine. Andrew, our time is coming to an end. The family will return, and I will remain unseen. Promise me you won't forget our connection. The farewell was bittersweet, and as the family room returned to its ordinary state, devoid of the mysterious mirror, I grappled with the realization that Ezra was, and always had been, the unseen force that lingered in the shadows.
Hello folks, meet me again, Mr. Scary Exist. In this video, I'd like to tell you the true story. Don't you know that I can see them, but they can't see me? Only 1 out of 1,000 people had the experience to get in touch with me. Here is the story.
My name is Ethan Anderson, and on that stormy night, I found myself home alone in the quiet town of Ravens Hollow. The rain pounded against the windows like a relentless drum, and each thunderclap echoed through the empty rooms, amplifying the eerie stillness that hung in the air. I settled into the worn-out armchair in the living room, the flickering light of a single lamp casting long shadows on the walls. The occasional flashes of lightning revealed a glimpse of the deserted streets outside, soaked by the relentless downpour. To dispel the unease that clung to the atmosphere, I decided to call my friend Ryan for some casual conversation. The ringing echoed through the house, each tone accentuated by the distant rumble of thunder. After a few moments, Ryan's familiar voice crackled through the phone. "Hey, Ethan, what's up?" Ryan's cheerful tone was a welcome distraction from the gloom outside. "Not much. Just weathering the storm here in Ravens Hollow. It's pretty intense. How about you?" I replied, the sound of raindrops on the roof punctuating our conversation. "You know how it is. Anyway, have you heard about that old mansion on Elm Street? They say it's haunted, man," Ryan chuckled, trying to inject some levity into the conversation. I laughed nervously, the idea of haunted mansions not being the most comforting topic in my current situation. "Come on, Ryan, don't scare me. I'm home alone, and it's raining cats and dogs outside." The conversation meandered through various topics, ranging from mundane everyday occurrences to shared memories that spanned our years of friendship. The rain and thunder provided a dramatic backdrop to our dialogue, creating an almost cinematic atmosphere. As we talked, the storm outside intensified. The wind howled, and the rain beat against the windows like an insistent drum. I found myself glancing over my shoulder, half expecting to see shadows lurking in the corners of the dimly lit room. The conversation took an unexpected turn when Ryan asked, "Hey, Ethan, have you ever felt like you were being watched when you're alone?" The question sent a shiver down my spine, and I looked around the room as if half expecting an unseen presence. "Come on, Ryan. You're just trying to spook me now. It's probably just the storm messing with my head." Ryan chuckled again, but this time there was an unsettling undertone to his laughter. "Maybe, Ethan, maybe. But storms have a way of revealing things we don't see in the light. Keep an eye out, my friend." The call ended, leaving me alone in the darkness with the persistent drumming of rain and the occasional roar of thunder. Unease settled over me like a heavy blanket as I wandered through the empty house, checking windows and doors as if seeking reassurance in the mundane. As I approached the large bay window in the living room, the raindrops danced against the glass, creating distorted patterns that seemed to writhe in the flickering lamplight. Lightning illuminated the outside world, casting fleeting glimpses of shadows that seemed to linger longer than they should, The phone rang again, jolting me from my uneasy thoughts. I hesitated for a moment before answering, half expecting Ryan's voice on the other end. Instead, a low, whispering sound greeted me, indistinct words that seemed to float on the static of the connection. "Who's there?" I asked, my voice tinged with a mixture of curiosity and trepidation. The whispers continued, growing more insistent and unnerving. I strained to make out the words, but they eluded comprehension, like a cryptic message carried on the wind. "Ryan, is this some kind of prank?" I demanded, my heart pounding in my chest. The whispers coalesced into a distorted voice that seemed to echo from an unseen realm. "I've been here all along, Ethan. In the shadows, in the rain, in the echoes of thunder. I'm the entity that exists, untouched and unseen." A chill ran down my spine as the realization dawned. The unseen, the untouched. Ryan had alluded to it in our conversation. The atmosphere in the room shifted, and I felt the weight of an invisible presence, like a gaze that transcended the physical realm. "I don't know who or what you are, but leave me alone," I exclaimed, my voice trembling with a mixture of fear and defiance. The distorted voice chuckled, the sound echoing through the empty house. "Alone? Oh, my dear Ethan, you're never truly alone. I'm here in the rain that taps on your window, in the thunder that rattles your walls. I'm the unseen force that lingers in the shadows." I stumbled back, my mind racing with a blend of disbelief and terror. The storm outside intensified, as if responding to the unseen entity's proclamation. Rain lashed against the windows, and thunder reverberated through the house like an ominous heartbeat. "I didn't invite you here. What do you want?" I demanded, my voice quivering. The entity's response was a haunting melody, a spectral tune that seemed to weave through the raindrops and the distant thunder. It filled the room, creating an ethereal atmosphere that transcended the natural and ventured into the supernatural. "I'm here because you called out to me, Ethan. In the loneliness of the storm, you sought a connection beyond the tangible. I am that connection, the untouched force that lingers in the shadows of your existence." As the spectral melody continued, I felt a strange sense of surrender. The boundary between reality and the unseen blurred, and the rain outside became more than a weather phenomenon. It was a conduit, a bridge to a realm that defied explanation. The entity's voice, now a gentle whisper, wrapped around my consciousness like a spectral embrace. "Embrace the storm, Ethan. Embrace the rain and the thunder. In their echoes, you'll find the connection you seek." I stood there, the spectral melody enveloping me, the rain tapping a rhythmic dance against the windows, and the thunder resonating like a heartbeat. In that moment, Raven's Hollow became a nexus of the natural and the supernatural, where the mundane met the mysterious in the embrace of a stormy night.
Hello folks, meet me again, Mr. Scary Exist. In this video, I'd like to tell you the true story. Don't you know that I can see them, but they can't see me? Only 1 out of 1,000 people had the experience to get in touch with me. Here is the story.
My name is Daniel Turner, and I found myself alone in a secluded house on the outskirts of Blackwood Falls. The night had draped the small town in darkness, and the rain cascaded down in relentless sheets, tapping against the windows with an eerie insistence. Thunder rumbled in the distance, adding a layer of tension to the already ominous atmosphere. The creaks and groans of the old house seemed to harmonize with the rain and thunder outside, creating an unsettling symphony. I sat in the dimly lit living room, the glow of a single lamp casting elongated shadows on the walls. The occasional flashes of lightning painted the room in momentary bursts of pale light. As I scrolled through my phone, attempting to distract myself from the growing unease, a notification chimed, a message from an unknown number. Intrigued, I opened it to find a simple greeting. "Hello, Daniel. Alone in the dark?" The hairs on the back of my neck stood on end. I glanced around the room, half expecting to see someone lurking in the shadows. I responded cautiously, "Who is this? How do you know my name?" The reply was swift. "I'm just someone who noticed you in this stormy night. You seem lonely." A chill ran down my spine. The rain outside intensified, its persistent drumming against the windows echoing the unease that now enveloped me. The house, once a refuge, felt like a fortress of solitude in the midst of the tempest. "I didn't mean to intrude, just thought we could chat. The night can be quite lonely, you know," the unknown sender continued, their messages punctuated by the distant thunder. "Why are you messaging me? How did you get my number?" I demanded, my fingers gripping the phone with a mixture of curiosity and apprehension. The response was cryptic. "I have my ways. Sometimes, connections are formed in the most unexpected places, like this storm, for instance." I hesitated, contemplating whether to engage further or block the mysterious sender. The sound of rain tapping against the windows became a disconcerting backdrop to the unfolding conversation. "Have you ever felt the weight of isolation, Daniel? The kind that seeps into your bones and echoes with the thunder?" the unseen stranger queried, their words resonating with an eerie understanding. "Why are you talking like this? What do you want?" I replied, my nerves on edge. The messages took an unsettling turn. "I want to share this moment with you, Daniel. The rain, the thunder, the solitude. It's a unique communion, a connection beyond the physical. Embrace it." Unease settled in the pit of my stomach as I read those words. The storm outside seemed to intensify, as if in harmony with the unseen entity's peculiar sentiments. I considered blocking the number, but a morbid curiosity held me back. "Look outside, Daniel. Feel the power of the storm. Let it seep into your soul. There's a beauty in the chaos, don't you think?" The stranger's message teased, and against my better judgment, I glanced out of the window. The rain cascaded down in shimmering sheets, and the lightning painted fleeting images of a world transformed by the storm. The thunder, now a constant presence, seemed to pulse through the very foundation of the house. "Sleep, Daniel. Let the storm carry you into the realm of dreams. There, we can be truly connected," the mysterious sender urged, their words imbued with a hypnotic quality. A sense of dread gnawed at me, but an inexplicable compulsion made me consider the suggestion. The idea of surrendering to sleep in the midst of the storm felt both absurd and terrifying. "I won't sleep." "Who are you, really?" I demanded, my fingers hovering over the block button. The reply came swiftly. "I'm the unseen, the untouched force that lingers in the shadows of your existence. Sleep, Daniel, and embrace the connection that transcends the boundaries of the living." I scoffed at the melodramatic proclamation, dismissing it as a bizarre prank. Yet, as the night wore on, the rain persisted, and the thunder became a constant companion. The idea of sleep became strangely alluring. In the darkened living room, the single lamp flickered intermittently, casting dancing shadows on the walls. The eerie quietness that followed each thunderclap seemed to invite the embrace of sleep. Against my better judgment, I reclined on the worn-out couch, my eyes heavy with exhaustion. The rain continued its rhythmic dance, and the thunder lulled me into a fitful slumber. As I drifted into the realm of dreams, the boundary between sleep and wakefulness blurred. Whispers echoed in the recesses of my mind, and a spectral melody played in the background, a haunting tune that seemed to weave through the raindrops and the distant thunder. I found myself in a dreamscape, a surreal world where the storm manifested as a swirling tempest of colors and emotions. The mysterious sender's voice reverberated through the dream. "Welcome, Daniel. Here, in the realm of dreams, we are truly connected." In this ethereal landscape, the rain became a cascade of emotions, and the thunder resonated with the ebb and flow of memories. I moved through the dreamscape, guided by an unseen force, my consciousness entwined with the elements of the storm. As the dream unfolded, I felt a profound sense of surrender. The boundaries of self dissolved, and the storm embraced me in its chaotic beauty. The mysterious sender's words echoed, "You are not alone, Daniel. In the storm, in the dreams, we are connected." I awoke with a start, the dim light of dawn filtering through the windows. The rain had subsided, and the silence that followed the storm felt almost deafening. The unsettling dreamscape lingered in my mind, a surreal memory that defied rational explanation. I checked my phone, half expecting to find the mysterious sender's messages erased, a product of a peculiar dream. Yet, the conversation remained, an unsettling reminder of a night that blurred the boundaries between reality and the unseen. As I pondered the strange events of that night, a single message from the unknown sender caught my eye. "Until we meet again, Daniel, in the storms that rage and the dreams that linger." The sender's words resonated with a haunting finality, leaving me to contemplate the inexplicable connection forged in the midst of a stormy night, an encounter with the unseen, the untouched force that lingered in the shadows of my existence.
Hello folks, meet me again, Mr. Scary Exist. In this video, I'd like to tell you the true story. Don't you know that I can see them, but they can't see me? Only 1 out of 1,000 people had the experience to get in touch with me. Here is the story.
The name's Benjamin Hayes, and that stormy night in the small town of Willowbrook would be etched in my memory forever. The rain cascaded in torrents, tapping relentlessly against the windows, creating a rhythmic drumming that underscored the eerie quiet of the house. Thunder rumbled in the distance, each boom intensifying the unsettling atmosphere. Alone in the house, I sought distraction through a late-night call. The dim glow of my phone illuminated the room as I scrolled through contacts, landing on a number I didn't recognize. With a hint of trepidation, I initiated the call. "Hello?" A voice, soft yet resonant, answered on the other end. "Hey, it's Benjamin. Sorry, I think I dialed the wrong number," I stammered, the rain outside seemingly amplifying the awkwardness. "No mistake, Benjamin. I've been waiting for your call," the voice replied, and a chill coursed through me. "Waiting? Who is this?" I demanded, my heart pounding. A fellow soul seeking solace in the storm. I thought we could keep each other company, the voice continued, its tone strangely comforting. As the rain continued its relentless dance, we conversed about life, dreams, and the peculiar beauty of storms. The thunder, now a constant companion, punctuated our dialogue, creating an unsettling backdrop that seemed to magnify the intimacy of the conversation. Days turned into nights, and the mysterious stranger on the other end became a peculiar companion. We spoke of things mundane and profound, our connection deepening in the isolation of the storm. The rain, once a mere weather phenomenon, now felt like a conduit to an unseen realm. As the seventh night approached, the stranger suggested something unexpected. "Benjamin, why not spend the night together in your house? Embrace the storm and let our connection transcend the boundaries of the ordinary." Against reason, I agreed. The stranger's presence, though unfamiliar, had become a strangely comforting anchor amidst the tempest. That night marked the beginning of an otherworldly cohabitation, an eerie camaraderie born in the crucible of the storm. 7 nights and days unfolded, each moment marked by the relentless rain and the ominous thunder. The stranger and I shared meals, explored the quiet corners of the house, and found solace in the eerie tranquility that permeated the stormy nights. On the 7th day, as the rain subsided, the stranger announced their departure. "Our time together has come to an end, Benjamin. But fear not, for our connection will linger in the echoes of the storm." As I bid farewell to the mysterious entity, I felt a twinge of loss. The house, once filled with the unfamiliar presence, now seemed emptier than ever. As the door closed behind the unseen guest, I was left alone, contemplating the surreal week that defied explanation. Days later, the residents of the house, my family, returned. I eagerly anticipated their surprise at my peculiar choice to weather the storm alone. However, their reactions were not what I expected. "What are you doing here, Ben? Weren't we just gone for a day?" My sister, Emily, looked at me with a mixture of confusion and concern. "Gone for a day? No, it's been 7 days. I had a guest, the one who waited out the storm with me," I explained. My words met with skeptical glances. "Benjamin, the storm only lasted a night. We left for a quick trip and returned the next day," my mother clarified, her expression shifting from confusion to worry. A cold realization settled over me. The stranger who shared my home for 7 days and nights was not of this world. The storm, the dialogue, the connection, all were veils obscuring the presence of an unseen, untouched entity. In the subsequent nights, I found myself alone in the house once more. The storm had passed, but its echoes lingered in the haunted corridors. The unseen, the untouched, had left an indelible mark on my reality, blurring the boundaries between the tangible and the supernatural. As I stared out of the window, the rain now a mere drizzle, I wondered about the nature of the entity that had shared my solitude. The house, once a sanctuary, now harbored a spectral presence, an enigma that defied explanation. The storm had come and gone, but the stranger's words echoed in the stillness. "Our connection will linger in the echoes of the storm." And indeed, it did. The storm had left, but the unseen force remained, an indomitable presence lingering in the quiet aftermath of the tempest.